and gentlemen, welcome to our Season 41 character adjustments here from the side of both survivors, hunters, and just patch notes overall. We're going to look at quite a few survivors here since there isn't much that has been changed, but first and foremost is Psychologist. For Psychologist here, you can see there is a button now, which is the OR button, or from our mobile side, it's just a button to tap. This basically allows you to do a dash movement to the moment your stress is hit. So as you can see here, you can't activate it just yet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Wu-chan to hit me here early on. And once the hit comes through, you can see I now have a new dashing ability. This dashing ability has two kind of methods to it, or not two methods, two different phases. The first phase is aiming, and then the second phase is redirecting wherever you want to go. And as you can see, that is such a long distance pulled away too. This is quite nice from the side of Psycho, especially with the fact that if you pair this up with knee-jerk reflex, it is a lot of distance pulled away as well. You could even say she's a bit similar to who? She's a bit similar to Aeroplanus in that regard as well, but you only get one activation of this dash. In a nutshell as well, you can kind of go in between different phases, but this is basically Psychologist herself after the newest buff. Okay, now then, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at Matador. Matador received quite a lot of nerfs, so we'll go through everything one by one. The first one is his cleave. His cleave is basically this circle animation that he has. It's been reduced from 0.6 seconds to 0.5 seconds. And of course, not only that too, you do have this item that you can use across windows or palettes. From now on, when you use your Muleta Mastery, you will not gain any additional stacks. If you just use it by itself. You have to be in chase first, and as you can see, your ore did not stack up an additional 40%. If we just cancel cooldown here real quick and then utilize this as well, I can kind of showcase it to you here at the same time. So we see there is our Wu-chan here. If you use Muleta Mastery even near him, it doesn't give you any of the stun durations effect on. You have to be within chase. There we go. And here, as you can see, we just press F and then you gain your ore status there no matter what. So you have to be in chase. He needs to go after you, because if he's not after you, then it does not work out. But that's basically Matador's next nerf. He still does have quite a few available to here as well. So Muleta Mastery's charge time is now increased from 65 seconds to 70 seconds. And then this interaction is reduced from 8 seconds to 7 seconds as well. So Muleta by itself is very, very, very short now, from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Now for the final last one, we're going to reduce the movement speed of hunters when using Muleta Mastery from 50% to 40%. So as Wu-chan here comes nearby to try and potentially speaking hit us, this slow debuff is now only 40% instead of 50. So I do think for hunters, especially if you bring tolerance, could potentially speaking catch up fast enough or reduce this slow debuff, but it is more or less just to help out hunters, especially with how strong of a character he is. Now we move on towards Ford. Ford basically just had a cooldown duration increase. So his rugby ball cooldown duration now is increased from 5 seconds to 6 seconds. So this just basically allows hunters to pick up survivors with mischievous even when Ford ball pulls away, because sometimes 5 seconds is just too short. So it's just basically a very short cooldown increase here. Okay, let's have a look at Peddler then. So for Peddler, it's quite interesting. So from the recent qualifiers as we've seen, Peddler's attack judgment is very short. So in that case, they've now increased attack judgment from the side of Peddler too. So for Peddler here, if I hit here, there's no hit, but if I do this, that registers. As you can see, I initially hit it this direction and it still landed on towards the lawyer. If we try this on Postman as well, if I hit here, that doesn't hit, but that's fine. Let's try it again. There you go. The spin there definitely does work. They prolonged it just by a little bit as well. Oh no, never mind. That works on that side now too. Okay, hold on. Let's try it on Mercenary, because they said they prolonged it. They said they prolonged it. So I'm gonna hit this direction. Oh, what? How does her hitbox work again? Hold on, let's try here. Okay. Okay, yeah, there you go. More or less speaking, something like that. Can I give this another try? Oh, okay, there you go. Just to showcase this to you, it's basically longer now. It's basically longer now. Now, not only that as well, Peddler can now freely switch in between her own items when she's doing more interactions. So I think here, if you vault the window, you're able to switch here, as you can see. And I think this also works for attacks as well, if we just move on towards one last survivor that's available to use. I'm just gonna get the Metal Affinity here to show everyone once again, and I hit. And here you can freely switch between the few. Before, you can't switch while vaulting, breaking pallets, and hitting survivors, but now you can. And of course, last but not least, for our final buff from the side of Peddler, it's the fact that her cooldowns, ladies and gentlemen, is now 5 seconds instead of 6 seconds when first presence is open. So that's a complete cooldown decrease in there. As you can see, it's now 5 seconds on each and every one of our items, more or less speak. Next is going to be Queen Bee. So Queen Bee got an energy recharge nerf. So instead of 12 stacks of bees of energy, you only gain 10 stacks per each, as you can see down below. Just on screen, quick maths for everyone as well. So at the start, you only need to land these bees 6 times on the survivor. So basically 7 divided by 12 is 5.83, in which we'll just round up to 6. However, now because we have reduced it from 12 to 10 stacks, then that just means you need to land it on towards the survivor 7 times for you to be able to get 70 stacks for that double chip hit damage, which is basically 35 stacks each from the side of your sting. This basically greatly increases the survivor's chance of containment time and just lessens the ability of Queen Bee to be able to utilize her items yet again. But aside from all that, we're just gonna look through the additional adjustments here too that will be shown on screen. So we added a past quick message, which sends message in the current match will now appear in a list. Added a new hunter related skill category quick message and instant quick messages. Then we've also added instant quick messages for I'm going to this area name to decode, and it triggers when survivors approaches an area and faces the Cypher machine. So it is for rank. Then in other ones, we say in new seasons, player in certain tiers whose skill exceed their current tier will receive additional bonus points after a significant win streak, and reduced percentage of character knowledge points lost when defeated in battle. Basically, you gain points easier now than it is to lose. Then last but not least, it's a nice side from a side of Copycat, but they've added a voice changer, in which to me is a double-edged sword. First and foremost, it can be annoying, but also at the same time, it can help you to remain private as well. But that's it for all the adjustments for season 41. Hopefully everyone enjoyed, and I will see you all for a dentist.